Welcome to my channel, Cuxcatán por el Mundo. Our guest, the Salvi Vegan, will show us how to make vegan pupusas. Remember to subscribe.
Hi everybody, my name is Norma Perez. Mis padres son de El Salvador, de San Miguel, and I am Afro-Salvadorian, afrodescendiente de El Salvador, de parte de mi papá. And I am also known as the Salvi Vegan, and pretty much what I do is authentic Salvadorian plant-based cuisine. And you're thinking, ¿qué? ¿Comida salvadoreña vegana? Yes, I do that. But I pretty much do pop-ups or vending or cooking classes. I do want to do a cookbook, and I also want to do more video food content. So today, what we're going to do is we're going to do pupusas revueltas, pero veganas. So stay tuned. I pretty much went to the store and bought corn masa fina para tortillas. So that would be the one that I would recommend to use. I'm just gonna add cubito, but because obviously siendo vegana, I would rather use not chicken. So I use a not chicken bouillon, and I melted the cubes, and then I just add, you know, just about half a cup. And you're gonna go, as you start doing this, you're gonna see if the masa is gonna be too watery, then add a little bit more of the masa. If it's too dry, add a little bit more water. So yo le echo the agua del cubito, and I also add a little bit of warm water. That's also a key, is warm water to make the masa. You want to make sure that you just like amasarlo y amasarlo y amasarlo bien. And also another thing, échale un poquito de sal. Al gusto. And then I put a little bit of the baking powder. Nomás para que alce un poquito. I know some people won't do it like that, but this is como yo lo hago, so don't come at me, okay? You want to make sure que no esté así, que se pegue la mano. You know, you don't want that. You want to make sure que es como Play-Doh. That's really the consistency a la masa that you have to make sure is que quede a Play-Doh. So another secret too is, if as you're making the pupusas, right? Say you got your masa and it's not really as soft as it could. What I do is I also, I don't know, you can't really see it, but I pretty much really roll it and roll it and roll it really hard so that it's amasándose también. Right there. Let's see, it's not sticking to my hands. And that's the consistency that you want. Now what we're gonna do is go ahead and cover it, ponerle una toallita encima so like that it can rise, para que descanse porque le pegué mucho. And so now, ya la amasé. Alright, so la primera cosa to use, I know people are like thinking, so ¿cómo hacemos las pupusas veganas revueltas? Pues yo uso esta que se llama Oyster Mushroom. So it looks like it's pretty much, you know, chicken that's shredded, and just go all the way to the top. And sometimes if you don't get the whole top portion of it, I also will sometimes just do this, boom, and then just cut it, and there you go. Next thing I do is basically dice the onions and tomatoes. You want to get is mozzarella vegan cheese. There's quite a few that you can use. I'm gonna mix two different brands, and so now I just mixed the different vegan cheese that's also mozzarella. And then after that, we're gonna go ahead and get the sauteed mushrooms, oyster mushrooms, and mix this together. Pretty much in todas las familias we all do it a little bit different, but basic things is just tomato that's been boiled. So I have about maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I usually do 6 or 7. Cebolla, and then whatever other ingredients that you have. And now we're just gonna blend it, hacer la salsita roja. Alright, so next thing is to do the curtido con repollo, zanahoria, onions, vinagre. Then you want a little bit of oregano, some black pepper, and some salt. I know that a lot of times when people make, you know, el curtido, they end up boiling it. But for me, I don't like doing that. I actually like to leave it a little more fresh so para que los nutrientes estén ahí adentro. The fresher, the better. One thing though, when you're doing this is you want to make sure that you don't get the stem because it's a little bit bitter. You just want to go off to the sides. And there you go. So this is pretty much the wilted cabbage. And after all this is done, you also want to make sure that you do put it into a glass container because that's going to keep the freshness in and it's going to keep the fermentation to keep on going. All right, and the next thing is to cortar the onions. Yes, they will make you cry. It's okay, es puro amor. So let's go ahead and just cut. Now this, you actually want to make sure that you cut them in long, straight stems. So like that, you know, in julienne cuts, como le dicen, so that you can put that in there. And you just pretty much... No se vayan a cortar el dedo, okay? Okay, so see, like right now, I can probably cut myself. Let me go slow, it's okay. Norma does not want to have her fingers cut. It's okay, we'll leave it at that. And then now we do is just pretty much put it all in here. Bam, and there you go. Curtido. Just put it all in there. Mix it all together. Go ahead and add the oyster mushrooms. So then the next thing you do, con el ojo, just go ahead and put cumino, because this is the one that gives it the flavor of meat, is the cumin, el cumino. And a little bit of garlic salt or garlic powder. Eso también le da un poquito de ese sabor bueno. And then a little bit of black pepper. And then you just mix everything together. Don't forget to salt, season to taste. Let it cool down just a bit, and then we're gonna chop it up really nice and finely so we can mix it with the cheese. And the next thing you do once it's cold, and just mix everything up so that everything gets incorporated. And then the next thing you wanna make sure you heat up the comal. So I wanna just get a little bit of oil and lather, even though I have gloves, but you know, just so that the masa doesn't stick. And then just get a little bit of that, de la masa. And then from there, so again, palm size. Do a little indent inside. And if not, you can also just push it in. Que esté bien llenito. And then just close it up. And there you go. And again, get it right at the tip of your fingers. And with that, I want to say gracias to Cuxcatán por el Mundo con Patricia. We just made some vegan pupusas. Subscribe to her channel, subscribe to my channel, and make the food and let us know. So if you guys want to try it, just, you know, make sure that you follow me on Instagram, on YouTube, on Twitter, on TikTok. Yes, I got a TikTok, at the Salvi Vegan, and subscribe to my channel.